classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Towns Radio.
You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Peter, you must be really pleased to get Mark Hughes. Was he your first choice?
He was our first choice, very much. We've spoken and interviewed no one else. Contrary to what you might have read in the press, there's absolutely not a grain of truth in it. We have only spoken to Mark Hughes, and that meeting went well. We did lots of homework. We're thorough, sensible people. We think we know what we're doing, and he was our choice, and he was pleased to come. Meetings went well. We liked what he had to say. We felt we could work with him, and we think we've got very much the same agenda.
In terms of having the same agenda and moving forward with Stoke City, how do you see Mark Hughes changing the direction of Stoke City, or what do you think the difference will be?
Well, I think I'd rather you ask him that question than me, because he's got to do that. But in his press conference, he hoped things that he wanted to do was to make us more offensive as a football club. Yes. And I'm hoping he will achieve that. And but we're very much in his hands. His goals per game record is actually very respectable.
In terms of European, Mark's obviously had a wide and varied career. He's had some European experience. That's a major difference between him and Tony. Do you expect a more European type player coming to the club?
Not necessarily, but we're very open-minded about this. What we want is good players, good players at the right price, on the right contracts, who can improve our football team.
In terms of current squad, the likes of Asmir Begovic that has been touted around many clubs. What's the thoughts on the likes of Asmir, and do you think he'll be starting the season?
I expect him to be playing for us next season. On the other hand, if Real Madrid come in, I think he'll want to go. And if they pay the right money, that's the reality of football. Yeah. If clubs, big clubs come in for players of Asmir's quality, and he is a high-quality goalkeeper. I don't know who's better than him in the Premier League, but that's a personal opinion. But if they have opportunities to play at the very highest level, I don't think you can really prevent that or deny them that opportunity, so long as the deal is satisfactory to the selling club.
Yes. And in terms of supporters, obviously there's been a few gripes about another Welshman coming along. Not so much a Welshman, but in terms of it wasn't their first choice, but I'm sure they'll get behind him. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm sure they'll get behind him, and I realise it's not going to be everybody's first choice, but that's inevitable at any football club. It'll be the same at Manchester United. Not everybody. Yeah. David Moyes, I think, is a brilliant choice, but not everybody else will think that. But time will tell, and it's a game of opinions, and that'll never change. And I respect those different opinions, but we've made our choice. We have to back our own judgment, and I'm sure the supporters will be desperate for it to succeed, and will give him every support.
Thank you very much for your time, Peter, and good luck for next season.
Thank you very much.